Howdy folks, Kerbo here, and welcome back to Medicine Creek Farms. Whee! Coming across the river bottom here, and got some beefers. Beefers in tow. This is the third load of 8, so we're going to be up to 24 by my scientific calculations. And I think that's what we'll run this first year. We'll see how that goes. The feed requirements and whatnot. We're coming right by here. That's my beans there coming up nicely. Field 43. Keep an eye on the road here. So we're going to get these over here and dropped off. Hold on, cows. I know, they're not. I guess they are cows. I don't know. The models are cows, so I'm going to call them cows. I didn't actually look to see if they were male or female. They're limousine though. We're doing beefers. We're going to do all beefers. I know the farm here is set up for milk as well, but we're just going to do beefs for now anyway. And let's see. We can pop the HUD up here. It is day 4, midsummer. And what do we got to catch up on? Not too much. I did get some solid fertilizer thrown down on the fields after the beads. We're not growing beads. This isn't Mardi Gras. The beans, after the beans sprouted. So the fields are in good shape. I got a feed mixer bought. It's a nice Keenan mech fiber. Easy there, Big Red. And what else we got? I got the water tank on the trailer. So we're going to go get some water here in a bit. I got some straw bought over at Chula Co-op. We got that staged over at the barn ready to unload. I'm going to pop out the cheat view here. And I don't know. Oh, I got a lawnmower. The old lawn was getting pretty tall, so got a lawnmower. We might do a little grass mowing here later. So we got a lot to do. Main thing though is get these cattle unloaded and get some water in. I've got just a little bit of water in there. Need to get them all topped off. That gate open back there. There we go. Beautiful. Just leave her running. Oh, Big Red looked nice. Looks nice in her new paint job. So yeah, we already got some beefers out here. There's one wandering around. Got a lot of land here, a lot of grass. But we'll just go with 24. I think that's a nice number to start with. Anywho, let's get unloaded. Big episode today. I'm not sure how much we'll put in, but we got a lot to do. So I need to quit messing around. Get the beefers in here. Just that easy. They're well-trained beefers. They just get right in the chute, and they even open the door for themselves. They're smart. That closed up. So I think the first order of business is probably to go get some water. So let's go do that. But I want to park this trailer. Where do I want to park this trailer? Probably right back over there. So let's swing around here. This is a pretty nice trailer. It's a little long for some of these short turns, but it's worked out pretty well. Ride's good. Nice triple axle setup. We're not going to be using the milk tank, so we'll just pull right over in here. Drop her off. Alright, let's get the tailgate down. Tell you what, that remotely operated tailgate's a real time saver. Alright, so we're going to buzz over to the farm and we're going to grab the water trailer. I believe I left it down at the well, actually. Should be filled up and ready to go. So we'll run over there. I got the other Chevy over there with the straw. I think I got 4 bales just to get us started. I'm going to try baling up the bean stalks. Use that for bedding. I hear that's a thing. But that's a ways off, so we need some straw to get us started. Speaking of beans, look at that. Look at that beautiful beans. Coming in nice. Everything's all nice and green here in the summer. It's my little lawnmower over there. Oh, I forgot and left that pallet of fertilizer. Oops. Good thing it hasn't rained. Grass is growing in nicely. We're not quite ready for a cut. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll get multiple cuts this year. I don't think Seasons is going to let us do that. Actually, the grass has sprung back up. I kind of had a notion of where I was cutting through here. I believe it's about here where this old hay is. Come down through here, and then we'll just ride the edge of the woods. So we don't knock over too much grass. There's my trailer. That should be full of water. I've got the white tank for chemicals, and then we got the blue tank for the water. Yeah, 2,600 gallons. You ready for this, Big Red? I want to use the cruise control here for some smoother speed. Big Red says no problem. As long as we don't spin out on this grass, we'll be alright. Big Red is a beast, though. I really like this truck. Nice and heavy, got those dualies on the back. Full 454, just will pull whatever you can hook up to it. So I don't know how much water we need. We'll go find out. I think 2,600 gallons ought to be at least a good start. But the daily requirements are kind of silly. But again, I think it's scaled. Like, you know, one day in a 9-day season is not just one day. It's like weeks put together. So I don't know. But we can look in the seasons menu. It gives you an estimate of what your feed requirements are going to be. And I don't know if that takes into account the grass, because it went down a little bit once I put the cows in. It was, I forget what it was. It was a number. And then once it ticked over to like the next hour, it was a lower number. So I don't know. It's an estimate at least. Well, this trailer is tricky. It's got a little short hose on it. I think if we get right up in here somewhere. No? We'll get it. There we go. Alright, overload away. Pretty fast pump on that too. I've been slowing down some of this stuff. The silo over there with silage in it, it would fill that mixer in about 2.5 seconds. So I slowed that right down. It was set to, I think, 2,000 liters a second. Figured that was a little much. Well, I think that topped them off, actually. Let's take a look here. Bring up the old computer interface. So yeah, they're happy with that much. Got 24 in here. Their health is going up. It was at 77, so now they got water and grass. They should, I think, come up to about 80. We need to get some TMR in there. So estimated food required is 130, we'll just call it 138,000 liters a year. So I think we've more than got that. I haven't done the math, but we've got 84 bales times 8,000 liters each, so that ought to do her, I would think. I'm too tired to do the math, though. So, do I want to leave? I don't want to leave the trailer here, actually, because I'm going to be in the way. So we'll pull this trailer out of the way. We need to get some feed mixed up. Probably need to get some straw in. Then we can get the truck out of the way. I'm trying to remember where does the straw go? I think maybe the straw goes right here. I looked at the instruction manual for the barn. I was thinking it was right there on the front door. We'll find out. We'll take a bale over there and see if it takes it. So yeah, we got all our silage in here. Now this spout was really low. I actually, I moved it up 2 or 3 feet. So I could actually get something underneath it. I don't know why it was so low. Probably supposed to use another auger. And I tried that. I couldn't get it to work. It would go in the auger, and then the auger would empty itself, and you'd have to hit R again. It just, I don't know. It just wasn't working out, so I moved it up so we can get the mech fiber right underneath there. So we got the Keenan Mech Fiber 365. It's our mixer wagon. Brand spanking new. Still got that new mixer smell. So we got 4 straw bales. Let's see if we can get one of those off the truck. Wonder if I can just dump it out on the ground. Suppose that's a thing. Let's try that. Yeah, that works great. Good job, Farm Sim. That works fantastic. If I didn't know any better, I'd think somebody didn't put a collision in the right place on that truck. Well, somebody asked me on my subscriber special about how much mod tweaking I have to do in the background. Add that to the checklist. A lot. It's pretty rare to find a mod that just works. But I do appreciate all the modders out there. Hats off to you for giving us nice stuff to play with. They probably didn't expect somebody would put a bale of straw in there. So let's see if we can get that out with the arms here. I think we can open that all the way up. Come down right on the side of it. And in theory, lift her right on out of there. It's a good theory. See if I can scooch that over just a little bit. There we go. Open her back up. Rub on the truck a little bit. No problem. Little Forge says no problem. We got this. Now these bales, I didn't edit the base game bales. They're only 4,000 liters. I don't know if they should be more. I didn't do any math or anything on those. But with a mod, I had the baler bale up 8,000 liter hay bales, which I think makes more sense for the weight. Is this where the straw goes? But for now, we're just going to use these store-bought 4,000 liters. This may not be where the straw goes. Does it go in here? No? Okay. I honestly don't remember. I thought it was right here at the beginning of the door. Tell you what, let me go look up the instruction manual. I'll be right back. Yeah, sure enough, it says it's right here on this door. No, it's having none of it. Okay. No, not there either, huh? Well, I'll be darned. This is one thing I didn't actually test. I usually test everything to make sure it's going to work. You know, like a professional YouTuber would, you know, before you start making a series to make sure everything's going to work. So it's a smooth, continuous flow of gameplay. Nope, not here on this channel. Let me start out here and we'll push it in. Maybe the trigger's a little goofy. If this doesn't work, then I'll figure it out off camera. Easy there, Ford. Okay, we'll push it that way. That's fine. Straw? You know, another possibility is it actually took some of the straw. It did take some of the straw. Why does it say soybean straw? I don't know. So maybe it just doesn't want the whole bale? Is that what's going on? Pull out our little Magic Checker 3000 here. Ah. Okay. So it's one of them their magic bales. So it took most of the straw. No, don't open the door. Don't close the door. Alright, I got it. Mystery solved. It's a good old farm sim, you know. It doesn't actually shrink the bale when you use up most of it. We're going to flip that back over. Like the professional farmer that I am. That's right, we'll figure it out live on camera. None of this slickly edited crap. So I don't know why it didn't take all of the bale, even though it's not, the bar's not full, but that's okay. We're just going to move on. I said we're going to move on, bale. Alright, let's get some feed mixed up. What do you say? Let's toss a bale in the old mech fiber. And then we'll get some silage poured in there. Close to right. It is right. Okay. I didn't trust myself. Ease this on up. See if I can get this in there without damaging the auger. Didn't really think this through. Perfect. Nailed it. Alright. You may notice it didn't just magically eat the hay bale when I dropped it in there. That's because I'm using a mod that I wrote called Better Mixer Wagon. And it doesn't actually mix the stuff or use the bales up until you have power and you turn it on. You can find that on my Discord. There's a channel in there with mods that I've made. And, oops, oh, that'll work. I was going to lower that nicely. And you can find a link to the Discord on the About page on the YouTube channel. So we're going to go ahead and hook up to this bad boy. Here we go. And we're going to turn her on. That's going to start chewing up that bale. as much as we can, given the limitations of the farm sim. I'm going to chew up that bale, and then we're going to drop silage in until it's full. We'll get that all mixed up. Should be just about, there we go. 0.62 tons of hay, there we go. We're going to dump silage in. That's going to start mixing up. You can see it says forage there. If I actually pull up the F1 menu, you can watch the mixing ratio as it hones in on the correct ratio for TMR. There we go. Now we have TMR. And it should remain TMR, I think, once we fill up the entire mixer. But we'll keep an eye on it, because this is the first time I've used this particular mixer with an 8,000 liter bale, and it's got a really strange capacity. It's like 271 liters or something like that. It's not a nice round number that makes the math easy. I want to make sure we don't get the ratio too far off, where it will no longer be TMR. I think it's going to work out just right. We could throw some straw in there, but I don't have extra straw. And you don't need to use straw. Straw is just a filler. I think we're going to be all right. The ratio is still in the green zone. There we go. Awesome. So now we have just a hair over 8 tons. Little Ford says, what? Says, you got what? That should be all mixed up, so we'll turn that back off. So yeah, it always bothered me that you would throw a bale in there with no tractor or anything hooked up to it. It would turn itself on and just magically turn into the mix. So a while back, I took it upon myself to write a mod. And am I going to back in there? Let's back in there. Now we can dump it here, but that just doesn't seem right. Or actually get back in the barn. I may not have cut that early enough. No, we're going to make it. Let's get back in there where the chute's actually on the feeding area where it should be. Then we'll offload. There we go. Keenan mech fiber. Feed them cows. I guess that's all we need. So we used about 1.4 tons. And they should be good for the day, I think. Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just leave this in here. We'll just park forward and all right inside the barn here. Didn't close up the door, just in case. The straw bale, it should be all right. Keep it there. Let's check in on the computer interface here. I don't know why it won't take all that straw. That's kind of strange. Yeah, we got TMR. You can also give them either corn or soybeans or hay, alfalfa hay, or just regular silage. The grass comes from the field. It's got basically the grazing mod from 17 is part of seasons now in 19. So we've got plenty of grass to keep the cows happy. Plenty of grass. Speaking of grass, we have got a lot of grass over at the house. Which truck do I want to take? I think we'll leave Big Red there. Take Brown Chevy over. Might do a little mowing of the small variety. To end out the episode. But things are looking good. We still got a little bit of money in the bank. Might have to do some wheeling to deal. And I've got my eye on a combine. It's an older New Holland. It's in pretty good shape. I think I'm going to have just enough money to get it in the header, but then I don't have enough to get a grain cart. So I can carry beans in this truck here, but it's not very many beans at a time. So I don't know. We'll see. I spent a little more money than I intended, but I think that mech fiber is going to be a good unit. It was expensive, but I think it'll do us for many years to come. We'll see. Might have to take out a little bit of loan or work out some kind of a deal or something. Find something to do. Get a little cash coming in. Let's park here. And I've already mowed around the house. I got this little mower here. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. That's why I stopped mowing. I remember what I was going to do. I can probably do it there. I need to empty the mower. The mower's got an internal hopper here. And I think it will actually dump high enough to get in the truck. And then I can use this grass with the cows. That's the plan anyway. The farm sim numbers are a little goofy. It says I have half a ton of grass in this little lawnmower. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. I haven't tested this. Oh. It wants to do it from there. What if we try it from here? Is that not going to work? No, it doesn't want to do it from there. Okay, well, like I said, this is completely untested, but here go. Oh, it comes out. Is it going to go in the truck? Do the magic of Farm Sim? I believe in you, Farm Sim. Look at that. There we go. Apparently it wants to go in the truck. All right. We'll take it. We'll even get a sweet screenshot there. Look at that. How to mow like a badass. All right, so we'll just mow this up and take it over there and feed it to the cows. Figured why not. So I think it's actually X to lower this. There we go. Got a mowing machine. We'll just mow a little gravel too. Don't worry about that. And we'll get out here by the road. Don't want the neighbors talking. That old farmer Kerbo doesn't keep his property up to shape. This thing's a little hard to drive. I actually saw this little thing. I didn't know it was even on the Mod Hub. I saw this on Colonel Failure's channel. Go check out Colonel Failure on YouTube if you haven't. He's a hoot. And he's actually been playing Farm Sim. It's kind of goofy. And he doesn't really know what he's doing, but that's half the fun. I did unfold you. So yeah, little property maintenance, you know. Got to keep the place looking nice. And it's just more cow food. Not that they lack in grass, but I figured we could just dump this in the truck, and then we might be able to get it in the mixer wagon, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if it'll accept grass. It's got a good sound to it. It sounds like a lawnmower. It just drives a little funny. And I'll admit it, I thought Colonel Failure was just a terrible driver driving this thing around, but it actually does drive pretty goofy, so... Sorry, Colonel. Oh, I'm stuck on something. What am I stuck on? Okay. You gonna let me mow here? Alright, well, we won't mow there. There's apparently something quite big and in the way there. But anyway, that'll be it for this episode. We got some cows. The bees are doing well, so things are looking great here on Medicine Creek Farms. And as always, appreciate you hanging out. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.